Wow.
Thank you for the introduction, Abby.
Yes.
Welcome back, everyone, to Curse of the Vistani, episode 22. When last we left off, the crew was fighting some scarecrows.
Totally did not have nightmares over that. I got the
I'm glad you
nightmares.
didn't have nightmares.
No,
Oh, you got
I got
Pico was very
nightmares.
upset.
Oh no!
I got nightmares.
Oh no! I knew Pika didn't get any because she said so.
No, I did.
Yeah, I'm still angry about that.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I kind of have a thing with the scarecrows.
Oh,
It's all good,
that
but
sucks.
I'll explain it later.
Okay. So apparently we also gave Lilia nightmares.
Yep.
Oh.
It involves
So
Halloween.
So let's pick up from there at the top of turn order with Sapling.
Okay. Well, last we left off, one of them got lit on fire and knocked prone, so we know fire's good. But I don't have anything that casts fire, so...
Yes. And you know the fire did double damage too.
Yeah, fire is very effective against straw. Who could have guessed?
I know, it's wild.
It's amazing. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Mirror Image. Make myself a little harder to hit.
Oh, Severed Fang, thank you for the 48-month resub.
Hi, Severed!
Give a second for the witch cackle to die down. Alright, good.
Hi to
I'm
Severed.
going to cast Mirror Image. Don't worry about the description. That was just so it did the spell slot.
Oh, Angel, thank you for the 58-month resub and the start of a hype train?
Nice.
Ooh.
Wait, a hype train is close.
Yeah, you can... we need a little bit more to get to a hype train, but we got a good start here.
I think we need one more to get to a hype train. That would be the first ever hype train that I've ever had. So that'll be interesting.
Woo.
All right.
That's Severed.
Okay, so you cast Mirror Image, which is going to make 2 copies of yourself. Illusory copies that have a chance of taking the damage for you when you get attacked.
Hi, Severed.
Yes.
Hi, Severed.
And then, question, Meteor.
All right.
You're going to be distracted in a moment, but still.
A resub?
Yeah. I wanted to see if it would trigger or not.
There it goes. Fire Red Lily. Thank you for the 3-month resub. And there's officially a hype train.
Nice.
We did it.
Awesome.
Okay.
First ever hype train on the channel. Thank you.
Needed to get it to start. But
Abby?
I wanted to ask what I'm allowed to have the plants do, because I know the spell specifically says I can make difficult terrain or turn difficult terrain into ordinary terrain,
Thing for the reset.
but that I could also ask them to perform simple favors at the DM's discretion.
Right. So think like the command spell just a little bit more. So like simple stuff. Like when you ask them to bend over and block the way, that was great. That was them causing difficult terrain.
Well, that's one of the normal
Yeah.
spell things in it. So I was just wondering what your discretion would be for additional things.
Ask what you're wanting them to do, and I'll let you know if that's possible or not.
Okay. We had specified last time that when I made them difficult terrain, I did not actually block and provide cover.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to choose to provide cover?
I don't think straw is or corn is very much cover. Maybe
I
for
think-
hiding, though.
It still obstructs vision.
You
In
could...
theory.
Hmm.
Like, if I just wanted to give, like, 1 block's worth of cover.
I think that would probably be acceptable.
So, like, say... And it's up
Make
to
them
you
attack
where
with
this would be.
disadvantage from that point.
Yeah. So, like... And it's up to you whether or not it would apply to someone that is directly adjacent to an enemy. So it would be up to you whether or not I'm able to provide cover for, say, Lilia here against this one. or if I would have to do it
Um,
instead for Curio against this other one and do this square instead.
So you wouldn't be able to get anything between Lilia and the
Okay.
Scarecrow because they're so close already.
Gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
But you could like say select this square here, and we could have like two plants just kind of bend over and take up that entire square, so it's like very difficult to get through and would provide cover.
Hmm. Okay. I don't necessarily know that that benefits anyone right now. Then, all right. Because I don't want to put difficult terrain behind Moro and Aurora in case they need to get out.
Right.
So, okay. Can I go ahead and ask them to make difficult terrain up here?
All right. Do you want them to drop the other difficult terrain? Actually,
Well,
I probably would have.
they're out of my range, so it's up to you
Yeah, I think
whether they would have reverted back as soon as I got out of range.
Yeah, I think after a bit they would have reverted back. All right, so you want difficult terrain up here.
Yes, to get
All
in
right.
this one's way, in theory.
All right. So put the exact spot you're wanting it.
Right here.
There? Okay. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. And I think that's all of my actions. Let me see here.
I will put it in that whole block.
Yeah, I don't have any other freebies left, so that's it. That's my turn, because that's the bonus action.
All right. Then Lilia, you're up next.
Oh, wait, I have movement.
Oh yeah, you do.
I would just move further along the path if I could, but I can't get out of range of him without provoking opportunity attack, so I'm not moving.
Right.
It's fine.
Okay, now here's my thing. Do I want to even try an attack even though I am disadvantaged?
Good.
I mean, you can move away from him. You're just going to provoke an attack of opportunity. You just can't move closer.
Yeah, you can move as far away
yeah.
from it as you want.
So if you wanted to take your turn to flee, you could.
And sometimes risking that opportunity attack is worth it. Just to get some distance. Because he's not going to be able to chase after you very easily because he's going to take a bunch of opportunity attacks if he tries.
Yeah, he'd immediately take 2 if he went after you.
I don't know if I want to get hit, though.
You might not. There's a chance they could miss, especially if your AC is high enough. I think I have the lowest AC in the group.
And I have to also remember with my Shield of Faith right now, I have +2.
Correct. So you have more AC than you normally would.
Mm-hmm.
I still think I'm going to try and hit.
Okay. So Sacred Flame does radiant damage.
But don't I
DC
have to do
12?
2 because I am... Oh, no, that's a cantrip, though. But
yeah,
it's...
that's a cantrip. That doesn't... that's not to hit, so you're good.
Oh, so
Yeah,
I'm not disadvantaged with it.
Yeah, but so that's for like the physical attacks where you have to roll it to hit. Because there's no to hit on this.
Then I'm not disadvantaged.
Save.
Ha! I found a way around it.
Yep. So it's just they have to make a save. You don't have to roll it to hit.
Okay. So do they save? Is the question.
All right. So it's Dex, which they have a +1. So it's going to be +1 to this. So nat 20.
They don't. I don't
They
hit.
saved.
Yeah.
Getting those nat 20s out early.
Okay, so
right.
I'm not going to move, but now can I move Luna here? Okay, wait a second. What was her thing to be able to pounce?
She has to move in a straight line. What is it? 20 feet?
At
20
least
feet,
20,
yep.
so she can't.
Correct.
She could.
Why can't she?
She'd need to move away and then do it.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, you could back up and then do it.
part
but
of her move. The last 20 feet need to
yeah,
be straight at it.
the difficult part of it. What's her movement? 60?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could do it.
Yeah, she can do it easy.
You'll still count double movement in the difficult
Sorry,
terrain,
it's
but with
50.
60 feet of movement or 50 feet of movement, you should still be able to do it pretty easily. Let's see, 5, 10, 20. So she'd need to be 2 squares back
She'd
from
need
where
to
she
be
is.
yeah, it has to be a straight line.
Yeah,
So
And she
yeah,
can't go
she'd need
through
to be in
me.
the invisible part.
yeah, she'd need to get back in that area, and then she could bolt easily. And she can even do it through you. You're not in her way.
Uh, so it just ends up giving her a dex saving throw, though, right? Oh, and then hits with a claw.
Yep.
So where would she have to be?
You'd have to move her like 2 spots back.
So
Into the black.
like
All right, so
here?
let me go ahead and reveal that real quick.
Yeah.
Uh,
And I'm just guessing based on the size of the tiles that it'd be about this spot. Yep. Oh, and we found another one.
Okay, so
Lovely.
then she'd have to go here and then here to it, or no, she'd have to go here and then straight back at him, right?
Yep.
To here? Or she'd be
Let's see.
in
She moved each of the
5,
She will end
10,
up there.
end up here?
she'd end
There.
up either next to him or behind him, yeah.
Yeah, she'd have
After
to
the
move
pounce.
either there or
So
there.
then here to here then would work, right?
Yeah,
Well,
that'll
she
work too.
yeah.
Yep,
I mean,
you can do that.
ultimately, she's going to be moving forward to the enemy and then off to the side because she can't end on the same space as the enemy.
All right.
So-
So they need to make a strength save of 12.
Now,
So
go
yeah,
ahead.
plus 0. So he gets a nat 1.
Wow.
So
Well,
now
the
he's
movement
not
looked like
One,
that, and then she
one.
moved over. Mm-hmm.
so now he's knocked prone.
Yes, he would be knocked prone.
So that means I've got I've got advantage on attack,
Yes.
Yes.
and it's on
And you can
a
take
claw.
a bite action.
Well, no, it says claw.
Right.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your claw to hit with advantage.
Okay, it only gives me one, so
But you have to hit the claw first before you
Right.
knock it prone.
Right.
Right. You have
Oh.
to do you have to succeed at the
okay.
claw attack.
Okay.
it didn't give me the option to do with advantage, so I rolled it twice.
Okay. Well, it
Which
looks
I
like
got
it was
a
the same roll both times.
Yeah.
So.
All right. We'll take. Yeah, we'll take the 5 damage.
And then it was knocked prone.
Mhm.
Does Luna decide to go for the thrashy throat?
Is there a saving throw against being knocked prone on the thing, or no?
That was what
That's what he rolled.
the strength was. The DC
I had to
strength.
refresh, so I didn't see it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he got a nat 1 on the strength DC.
I had a weird
So-
error where my snap to center icon vanished.
All right, so that's going to do 2 damage to it.
And now Luna can make a bite attack as a bonus action.
Wait, she can?
Can she?
Yeah. That's part of the pounce.
Oh.
If the target is prone, the panther can make one bite attack against it as a bonus action.
Okay.
Sweet. Go ahead.
Gotta read your animals.
And roll with advantage. All right, so 23 for 3 damage, which is going to be halved to 1.
Physical
And the nifty
damage
thing
sucks.
about that, the pounce, that free bonus action bite, you can do even if you miss with the claw if the enemy is already prone.
Right.
So now
It's just the
anybody who
claw
hits
lets you knock
him.
it prone.
So now anybody who hits him has advantage over him,
Disadvantage.
correct? Okay.
Yep.
It's
So
right
at
next to him.
least that gave me some. It gave some use.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so Son will have advantage on melee attacks against him until he gets up.
Every little bit of chip damage helps. Even
Oh.
though you didn't do a ton, every little bit helps.
Yep. In my next round, I'm not disadvantaged, so.
Right.
Well, that's pretty much the end of my turn.
All right. Then it is now Callan's turn. And I did not remember to bring his sheet up, so give me a second.
So while Meteor's doing that, Lilia, when you mentioned Luna running through you for the pounce, I had this image in my head of just
Her jumping
Luna
over
just
me.
barreling towards you and you stumbling back into me a little bit.
Or ducking.
Yeah, or just ducking and Luna leaping over your head.
Yeah, that was my thought too. We're like, to place her, you can't place her
suitably epic.
in me. So
It was suitably epic.
Yep. Yeah, I imagine
She
her
did
just
well.
jumping over me and just I'm ducking. I'm like, oh crap, Luna's mad. Yep.
To answer Burning Shadows question, how did you get your world map? What do you do for towns? And is there a way I can take a look at them without disrupting stream? Incarnate.com is where I make all my maps. The world map and all the maps we fight on. The world map, was actually someone else's creation, and I edited the name of it and added a couple cities on it for landmarks. But yeah, you could find a map on Incarnate, or you could make one yourself. It's very nice to use. All right, so Callan's turn. So Callan
Come on,
has one
stick.
spell slot left, and he can actually use a spell slot
Fire
to
cannon.
make
Fire.
a new cannon. So he
Kill
is
them with
going
fire,
to...
Kellen.
Here's you all shouting, "Fire, fire, Callan, do it!"
Fire
And so he's like,
cannon.
"I'm doing it!" And he reaches behind him, and like pieces start magically flying out of his pack in front of him, and it forms into a flamethrower with legs.
Beautiful.
I didn't know if he would have caught on to the fact that they take fire damage massively. He
Well, 'cause
was
I'm just
kind of
thinking,
paralyzed.
If Callan can land a fireball and drop it like right around here or here, he could possibly get 2 or 3 of them in the blast.
Where's my... There it is.
Because if he can get at least these 2, or if he can get all 3 of these, that'd be great.
Hey, Fire.
All right.
Hmm?
Select your token. Hit the little gear. Scroll down to the aura. Put an aura 2 with the radius of 30.5. Circle.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
30.5?
Yeah.
All right, so he can
And then turn it
put
on
it
to be
anywhere
visible.
within 5 feet of him. So it's going to go right next to him.
I mean, it automatically went visible for me.
I don't see it.
And then it has
So I
a
don't-
movement speed of...
I don't know how I can turn it on to be visible for the rest of you.
It's okay.
I don't
At
have that
least-
option.
At least you have it visible, and maybe
Yeah,
then
at least you
having
can
the
see it.
circle, you could draw it and move the circle with it.
Yeah, I don't know how to make that visible for you guys. I'm sorry.
It should just be visible. How weird.
Yeah, it should have just gone when I put a
Dude.
radius in.
15 feet. Okay.
Did the rest of you see it?
I see it, but
I mean,
none of you can.
It's all
So...
Those meteor can see it.
It doesn't look like Meteor can see it either based on his strength.
Oops. Oh well.
I can see it on my DM screen. I can't see it on
But
Yeah,
none of the
DM
players can
screen's the
see
one
it.
that matters.
player screen.
Alright, weird.
So when you do that, Lily,
Mhm.
There's a little 3 dots, and there should be a check mark that says C.
Where's the
I
three
do
dots?
not have 3 dots.
Okay.
I do not.
Yeah, so right above the tint color.
I do not have that.
Okay.
Can you click at Meteor, see what it does?
It's already clicked for me because of the aura I already have on her.
Okay.
Aura 2. There we go. Aura 2, there.
Now we see it.
Yay!
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, because those 3 dots thing doesn't show up for us.
Actually, he's gonna, when he creates it, he's gonna put it here.
To shield
And then
us.
it has
I had it lined up pretty
15
well.
feet of movement speed. So he doesn't know about the one that is down here. So he knows you guys were warned about the one up here. So he's going to have it move
Which is
through
now
here.
attacking my behind. Or you mean
So
the
he
other
can-
one?
The other one. And he's going to have the cannon hold its action. In case something comes through here.
So if it's in that difficult terrain, basically.
Yeah. If the cannon sees something come through there, sees the Scarecrow come through there specifically, then it's gonna fire.
Oh no, I'm gonna feel real bad in a minute, but since I have Speak with Plants up, if any of the corn catches fire, I will likely hear them.
Also, Meteor,
You
don't
will.
you need your guide for direction for the cannon to not hit other people accidentally?
Yeah. The range, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. I will need to grab that. Yes.
Is that a little icon that you've got?
Yes. I did find an icon for that.
Yay, templates. We use those in real life too. They
did I
make those.
upload it? No, I don't think I uploaded it.
Yeah, isn't it called a compass?
No, I mean they actually make templates in squares and stuff specifically for tabletop gaming, so you know stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, he
So,
found
15
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like the cones in the radius of effect and everything else, so you can get. Yep. But yeah, the prospect of lighting off a fireball in the middle of a cornfield where you can hear all of the screaming corn is suddenly less appealing.
Yeah.
The this here. That's the range. So it'll have to come within that range.
Okay, so it would have to move past the difficult terrain. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, it only has
Yep.
a range of 15.
Yep. Let's see. Let me just double check that.
It can shoot further, but it can only turn the 15 feet.
15-foot cone of fire.
Okay.
And that was the furthest away Callan could have placed it.
Yeah, it has 15 feet of movement.
Okay, I'm confused now. I thought you said before that it can shoot further, but the degrees in between is its angle when it's placed that it can shoot.
No, so it's a 15, so it'll shoot 15 foot out and it'll spread in a cone.
Oh, okay.
That's how it works. All right, so that's going to be his held action. His action was creating the cannon. And he's going to move, maybe? Because he is no longer
he can,
paralyzed.
Yeah, he's safe to move.
He's gonna check out the next row. So he's gonna move in here. And he's gonna attempt to call things out for people. Let them know when this guy's getting close. There's another guy on this side! He's pretty far away still.
Pretty sure we had that idea since I was already in that row.
Well, Luna was in that row.
Luna
Yeah.
was in the row, but no
So
one
unless
else
you
had been
told us,
yet.
then no.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so Luna would know, but no one else would. All right, so Curio, your turn. Alan now have a pet fireball.
I move here and get hit by
fireball.
fire. No.
I can choose pet fireball.
You
If
could
have a pet
Another one
fireball,
over
but he
there.
pretty much has pet cannons.
you could back up Moro and add insult to injury to the one that's prone and on fire.
That I could.
So the top is covered. You know that there is one in the row below you, and you know there's the one that's currently being attacked by Aurora and Moro, and then
The one that's
One.
And we
attacking
were
me.
warned about this one. Yeah.
The
Yep.
people to the left are the non-fighters.
Yep. However, there's lots of them surrounding that guy.
Yeah. The
Would you
sad
actu-
part is my magic ranged attack, I have disadvantage to prone creatures
Yeah, ranged attacks are at
unless I'm
disadvantage.
right next to them.
Question. Would you consider
just be a straight
Son
roll.
non-fighting? I wouldn't consider Son non-fighting.
Son's
I would-
definitely fighting.
I would consider Son DPS, but not really tanky.
Yeah.
I was mainly talking about you and Safi, though.
Oh, okay.
Dang, how's this going to work? Sorry, I have to look this up real quick.
Okay, I'm looking at my HP and questioning why it's still that low, but I think I just rolled poorly when we leveled.
It should be taking the average of your hit points for that, which is
I don't think
normally
it
average
did.
plus 1, something like that.
No, I don't think it did, but because my hit die is a 1d8
Uh-huh.
and my con modifier is a 0.
Okay, so you should be gaining 4 hit points every level. And your first level would have been 8, so at 4th level, 8 plus 3 times 4 is 12, so 20.
Okay, I have 23, so I think I did roll for it at some point.
Okay.
That or it's doing plus 5, which when I look at roll 20, it says 1d8 or 5.
Yeah, 4 plus 1. It's half plus 1. So that would be 5, so 23 is right.
Okay. I was just looking at it and I'm like, that feels low, but no.
Your con bonus just gets you. I'm going to
Yeah.
move... darn it. I'm going to move up here. I would have disadvantage. If I
So-
use my range, even though it's prone,
It'd be a
Wouldn't that just
normal.
Make it a straight roll. Yeah.
Yeah, just make it a straight roll.
that's what I'm assuming.
Yes.
Because
definitely.
normally making
Advantage
a
and
ranged attack,
disadvantage don't stack.
well, see, normally if
they
you make
cancel.
a ranged attack against an adjacent target, it's disadvantage too.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think it would still be disadvantage because if
No.
it's 2 disadvantages,
You-
I wouldn't have
that's
advantage at all.
Levels of disadvantage and advantage do not stack.
Right, I wouldn't have advantage to start with.
You
Here,
would
here,
still.
Here, there. I'll do that. That'll give me advantage. Then it'll cancel out. We're good.
Well, that's what I was saying. If something is giving you advantage and something is giving you disadvantage, it just cancels out.
Right. Yeah, I wasn't getting advantage from anything.
From him being prone.
From being prone.
With a ranged
It's
attack.
a ranged attack, but you're doing it at melee range.
Right, it's still a ranged attack. It's just up close. So I wouldn't get advantage just because he's prone. Specifically for this instance. It's all good. I
Okay.
figured it out.
Okay.
I don't necessarily agree with that, but that's fine.
Oh, it was almost a crit.
8, so 8 to hit is not going to hit.
Yeah. Da-da-da.
I really hope we get to long rest after this garbage. I need spell slots to do anything.
Me too.
We are all kind of running on empty here.
Although I don't know if I exactly feel safe staying here with all these scarecrows. There could be others out there.
I mean, they waited until the moon was high, effectively, to come alive. We might be safer taking a daytime nap a little ways away.
You guys do know that the house is like boarded up pretty well.
So
Except for
But
the front
they
door.
clearly got in.
Because the
it's worth a shot.
man tried to get out. You got they looked
that
at
one did
the
damage.
door that they came in through, and it looked like the house owners removed the boards to try and get out. That's the only way they got in.
That one did damage, meteor.
Well, yes, that does hit for 7 radiant damage.
Yep.
Which is going to kill it.
Yay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Gallon said there's one down there. 25, 30. Okay.
All right.
I will end my turn.
All right. So next, it is that one's the one that just died. So we'll get rid of him. All right. So it's this guy's turn. And they have movement speed of 30 feet. So he's going to keep coming down this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just outside of Callan's range.
And that was
the
counting
king's
the
range.
double movement on the difficult terrain.
Yep.
Awesome. Glad it did something.
Yep. If the
It kept
difficult
it from
terrain
being
wasn't
fired.
there, yep, he would have been in the cone.
Yeah.
You
My
win
intent
some,
was
you
it would
lose
take
some.
more than one turn to get to people.
Yeah. He can't really do anything against the cannon from there, since it is a
But he can
construct.
see Son and Son can see him.
Oh, true.
Just
Yep.
saying.
You would be able to see Son there. That's a good point.
I would have my back to him. What you on about?
It's a D&D mechanic. Don't matter.
All
The
right,
line of sight
so
thing.
There's
Yeah,
no facing in 5th edition.
He is going to try and use his terrifying glare on Son.
Oh, we finally get to know what it's called.
Yes.
What am I rolling?
All right, so wait, 5,
No,
10, 15, 20,
wisdom.
20. Oh, you're just in range. Okay.
Wisdom save, I think.
So yes, DC 11 Wisdom save.
Do you have any traits that give you advantage on wisdom save? You don't need it. Never
21.
mind.
All right.
Is that a
you
nat
save from
20?
it.
That's a nat 20, yeah.
Yep.
That is a nat 20, yeah.
So you saved from 2 of those so far. All right, and that's going to end its turn. We're going to move to the one that you guys are currently surrounding. And it is going to...
This is probably the first time they've actually gotten to do much.
I'm trying to decide which one of you he's going to attack. You know, I think he's going to do one attack on Lilia, since she's the one he frightened. So he's gonna roll. He's got +3 to attack, so it's an 18.
Okay, I'm having problems. I just noticed.
What's that?
I can't get rid of my temporary hit points. It's not letting me.
You just take damage.
Yeah, just take damage and it'll do it.
Yeah, it removes those first.
Yep.
Yeah, it does it by default.
Then do you know what the last damage I got? I think it was 6, right?
I do not remember.
Did you not record it at the time?
I tried to take away the hit there. No, that's no.
Yeah, did you not take damage when you took damage?
Yes, but I tried to remove the hit points, and then I took the 1 extra from the current. I should still be at.
All right, just does it show you as having 5 temp?
No, not anymore. I fixed it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyways, you said 18 to hit.
Yes.
Yes, he hits me.
All right. So that's
Oh no!
gonna
Wait, hold
do-
on. No, 17. So no, he still hits me.
Okay.
I keep forgetting to add my shield of faith.
So he's gonna do 2d4 plus 1, so 8 damage to you, slashing.
I thought you said it boosted you to 19 last time. Was that just a mistake?
No, Firedale's 19.
Okay, because I thought Shield of Faith had put somebody to a 19, and I wasn't sure.
Sorry, how much damage? Brain gone?
7.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think when Curio had Shield of Faith, it put him to a 19.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it wasn't counting my bracer.
Right.
Okay.
All right. And then he's going to make a second attack on Luna, since Luna did damage to him.
Oh. The 3 saplings are not compelling enough of a target. Well, technically 4.
Okay, I forgot about that. There is. Okay, let me.
I just turned into effectively 4 of me.
Yeah, let me think. So he would see
When in doubt,
4 of
flip
you
a
there.
coin.
Yeah. When in doubt, flip a coin or roll a die and assign a
All right,
number to each
yeah.
player.
We'll roll a die. On an odd, it'll be Luna. On an even, it'll be Saflin. So it's Luna.
Okay.
Okay, so he's gonna roll to hit, which is a +3. A crit. 23. Okay,
Gee.
that's gonna hurt.
Yep.
So it's gonna do 8 plus 2d4 plus 1.
If you kill her,
9, 10, 11.
But luckily,
Wow.
it's D4s.
Yeah, it's d4s.
yeah, but she doesn't
So-
have much health to begin with.
That's 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 damage.
That's over half of her
You're
health.
still doing the meteor way.
That's
Oh,
over
right,
half of her health.
You're right. We were doing it different, weren't we?
Yeah, just roll another 2d4.
Okay, then yeah, that's how we'll do it. All right, so
So 7 damage.
8 total damage. Because it's a +1 to that.
Okay.
Okay, wait, let me.
Sorry, I forgot we were doing it that way instead.
Less mental arithmetic.
Yep.
That's as much damage as Lilia took.
Yeah.
Still over half of her health. Or no, just under. Never mind.
B is squishy.
Even with armor.
Yep.
All right. Then
Armor doesn't do much against a crit set.
let's see. He's not stupid enough to move.
Sure.
He knows if he moves, he's gonna get wrecked.
But he has straw for brains.
That's
Literally.
true.
But he does have an evil soul.
All right. So next is San's turn.
If he only had a brain.
Hi, sorry, have my name.
Yep.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
The enemy in front of you is prone.
Means you
Oh.
have advantage.
All right, he would have gotten up.
Okay.
He could do that.
Thank
with
you for
move.
that reminder.
He is
He
no
used
longer
his movement
prone.
to get up.
He is flanked.
Hold on.
And
Which flanking still gives advantage, right?
also, Lilia, you are no longer frightened of him.
Yep, because
Yes.
His turn has ended.
All right.
So yeah, San would get the flanking advantage
She
because
has it anyway.
Luna is flanking it. Yep.
Because Son is rogue.
22 definitely hits for
And then that one on the damage.
5 damage, halved to 2.
Oh, San, do you still have the other daggers?
Which ones? My normal daggers or my?
The ones where you changed the damage type.
It
Yeah,
was
I've got
poison
acid
and
and
normal
necro.
that you took. Or acid.
Acid and
Okay.
necro.
I was curious.
We might want to start
are you-
using other things than physical because
are-
they
Yeah,
have.
I have
physical,
not done
they've been
anything
proving
yet, so-
resistant so far.
Are you wanting to take back the scythe attack?
Yeah, I'll change it for an acid dagger.
Okay. Then you'll need to re-roll for that.
Yeah, because
21
we
still hits and does
Yeah.
7 acid damage,
And
which is not halved.
And she gets
Ooh.
backstab.
Mm-hmm.
yep, backstab.
Uh,
And
Matt-
would that one be halved?
No,
that's a
because
that's
it's
a
With
max
the
part
same-
of the acid. Yep.
Okay.
that's a
And-
max roll for
Yeah,
backstab.
I get
that's 9 more damage.
Wails from the grave if something's within 30 feet of the target.
It is.
Is-
That
Yeah.
one is within 30
Yeah.
feet.
So 6 damage to that one.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well done.
And
Good turn.
however much
Yeah.
damage to the other one.
It's necrotic, so is it reduced or is it flat 6 meteor?
It is flat 6.
Okay.
So don't use physical, use other types.
So
Right, but San gets some benefit from the damage she deals with Wails from the grave, I think,
no,
which
I
is
meant-
why we needed to know.
I meant not do physical attacks because they're halved. Do other kinds of damage.
Yeah, we got that point. We figured that out already.
So yeah,
Hero
Thon,
realized that when stuff wasn't taking enough damage. That's why
Yeah,
he
Right, we would have
uses
figured that out after one round of
Sunbolt.
combat, so we would have noticed by now.
So,
I just
San,
forgot.
you
Mhm.
have seen everyone around you like using their physical attacks and like doing nothing to these things. So you whip out your brand new acid dagger and you plunge it into its arm, and like acid just kind of oozes off of the blade and starts like melting away at it. And you get a second attack in there with your sneak attack, doing even more damage in its back. And then, as you do that one, like a little necrotic wisp flies up and shoots over to the Scarecrow behind you.
Okay, and now it's Mara's turn. So
Moro's target has died, so Moro can find a new target.
Mara's gonna go here.
Woo.
Okay.
And yep, I will. Mara's pissed.
Ooh,
some
a
reason.
strength
Right.
saving throw.
24, that's not a nat 20, that's a nat 19. So strength saving throw plus 0. A 19.
Okay,
Still
he's
takes
not.
5 damage.
Yeah, he's not grappled, but he still takes 5 piercing damage.
Yep, so 5. All right.
Can't move Mara again.
You
You can, but
can. You'll
moving
just
out of
provoke an
range
attack
is-
of opportunity.
Yeah, provoke.
Yeah, no, I was. No, she's out of range of the flamethrower. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, the flamethrower may move to get into range if the
Yeah,
Scarecrow
that's what
doesn't.
I'm thinking.
She can move behind it if she's still got a movement left.
Yeah, she can move anywhere around it.
Yeah.
Like she can move
So I can
here
move
or
there.
here.
Yeah, there or there.
That's difficult terrain, so just know that it costs double movement to move through that. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah.
You should have plenty of speed, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Mara will be safe there if the cannon move forward
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, as long as you don't move out of the square around the Scarecrow, you don't have an attack of opportunity against you because you're still in melee range.
Yep.
Firebutt,
Just
you're
moving
doing that
away
on
the
purpose.
provokes. I am.
What?
He's messing with my MIRC text to speech.
See, I don't know whether to.
All right.
Mara's still got full health, so I don't know whether to actually risk moving away.
That is up to you.
Attack.
Just keep in mind difficult terrain.
Well, Mara was there, so I could
Yeah.
move her down here.
Yeah, but you started here,
I started
didn't you?
here.
Yeah,
so
and she didn't move through it, so
She
it was
moved
fine.
one to the
Yeah, so
right
far
and
she's
then one
only moved
diagonal. and
10.
then she can-
Mhm.
Yeah, I've only moved 10 so far, and she's got 50.
Okay.
Yeah, so regardless, she's fine.
She's moved 15, hasn't she?
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah, she was here.
You know, I'm gonna risk it, and I'm gonna invoke the opportunity attack. 'Cause I'm gonna move Mara back. I feel like
Okay.
if you just go through the corn, bite it, and then try and
And it is going to take that chance. +3 to
That's fine.
hit. It rolls a
Misses.
6.
misses.
That
The
was
Moro,
too fast.
Moro's kind of like using the corn to her advantage and making it more difficult for the Scarecrow to attack her as it swipes at her and just gets corn. Nothing but corn instead. An ear of corn falls to the ground.
And
Sorry,
Safi here for 3.
Sorry,
My
Sam.
ear. I like that. Good one, Meteor. Good one.
Thank you. Thank
That
you.
was actually a good.
All right. So
It's my
Aurora,
turn.
Niha.
Yes.
What? Yes. It is your turn.
Gotta figure out what to do.
There are 2 targets now that are near you that are in different directions.
Yes. How about I move here and attack this fellow?
Can I
Can I
make a
do that?
suggestion?
Yes.
Move here instead. That way, if the cannon moves forward one to get him in a fireball, you don't get hit.
Ah, good point. Okay, so I'm gonna move there, and I still have my flaming sword.
Okay.
Yep, and I will attack.
All right. Roll to hit. 17 definitely hits. Roll your damage. 11 full damage on that.
Ooh.
Is the slashing considered fire or
The
still
slashing part, no. The fire
No,
is
slash-
fire.
There
though.
is
Slashing
separate
is
fire
slashing, and
damage.
fire is fire.
Alright.
They're
All
separate.
right, so that is halved to 5 and does 7 fire damage.
He has to do a Constitution
then-
saving throw with
Yep.
a DC of 12.
Con throw with a +0.
Then that
He
is on
nat
fire.
one.
Searing smite.
He is on fire.
So he is going to be on fire, correct?
Beautiful.
Why is it up there?
That scarecrow's on fire.
Dang it.
Oh, you applied it to the cone.
Yep.
Well, the cone is on fire.
Well, technically true.
Yeah, you need to bring
There we
him
go.
to the top.
Yep. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, just arrange, bring him to the top.
To front.
There you go.
So, yeah, there we go. Cool.
This
Good fire,
cone is on
but-
fire.
Yes, I caught it.
All right. So yes, he is now on fire, and you kind of hear like a muffled scream come from the Scarecrow as it just starts burning as you slash your sword through it.
Okay. Still less horrifying than the corn.
Sorry, Seth.
All
My
right.
ear.
Anything else you can do, Aurora?
Not at the moment.
That's a good attack.
That
Yeah,
was a good attack.
it was. All right.
I think you've done the most damage to everything so far.
Of course, yeah. Well, I got all the fire, so yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I have a
Fire's
fire.
good.
I
Oh,
have.
did you
I have
give it 14 meteor?
14. Yes.
5
Okay.
slashing and then 7 from fire.
Yeah, 5 plus 7. Yeah. So that's 12.
Fire damage is doubled.
And then, fire damage. Is
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. It is. I'm sorry.
Double damage.
yeah, that's what I was asking.
Gotcha. Yep. No, I did forget that. Okay.
So that's
It is
19
still
total.
alive. It is still alive.
Dang it!
But yes, it is more hurt than before.
Screamed a little bit louder.
Yeah, a little bit louder. All right. So next we're going to this Scarecrow down here, who is going to
Run away.
come up to here, and then it is going to glare at Curio.
Saving
So-
wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
DC 11.
There you go.
5.
It's immobilized.
So you
are
are
frightened.
frightened and paralyzed.
Ew, it
Yep.
does both.
Yep.
Ew.
So he gets this. You get that. And where's paralyzed? There.
So, how long is he frightened and paralyzed for? How many turns?
Till the end of the dude's
Yeah,
next
till
turn.
the end of the Scarecrow's next turn.
Okay, so it's always the next turn. Okay.
Yeah, it's the end of the monster's next turn.
All right, and then that is going to end his turn. So that effectively takes Curio out for
Yep.
a turn. Saflin, you're up again.
Okay. I'm kind of running low on spells here. I'm trying
Yep.
to keep my last second level for emergencies, so I'm not going to use it. Instead, let's see. We said that command is not a charm spell, correct?
Yes, I believe you did say that it was different.
I can pull it up again just to be
Yeah,
sure.
command is not a charm spell.
First level enchantment, it does not specify that it creates the charm state, so it is not a charm spell. It is a control spell.
Okay.
So there we go. So I will expend a staff charge from the Staff of Charming to cast command,
Okay.
and I will cast it on this one right in front of us.
Okay.
So he needs to make
14
a
wisdom.
wisdom save with a DC of 14.
That's +0.
What's the word? What's the
and he
word?
fails.
The word is flee.
All right.
My intent is that he tries to move and then gets all of the attacks of opportunity on him.
Yep.
So I do
Yes,
have
it-
one. I do have one question for that.
Okay.
Does forced movement provoke opportunity?
It depends on the forced movement. If it was pushed, that wouldn't. If it is
Does-
moving
Okay.
away itself, that does.
Okay.
What flee does is the target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest available means. I effectively frightened it without giving it a frightened condition.
Yep.
Okay.
It has been forced to move, but it
Does
is
it
doing
move
so
right
under its
now?
own power.
I am not choosing its direction. It spends its turn moving, so it does not
Okay.
move now.
Okay.
I basically took away what it can do on its turn. It has to spend its turn to leave.
Okay. Then that is what it will take its turn doing next.
Yes, that's the main benefit there. Is it can't spend its turn attacking now. It has to spend its turn leaving.
And it's going to have fun doing that.
Yep. All right. So there's that, and then I should have a bonus action left in my movement.
Mhm.
So I'm not going to move because I'm still going to be in range unless I will bonus action ask these plants down here
Okay.
to make difficult terrain.
All right.
It's up to you if that means these drop it. I'm fine with that. If we just want to move it,
Okay. Yeah, we can do it that way.
I'm fine with that.
All right. So that moves down there.
Yep. Make
Yeah,
it a
'cause there's
little
no
harder
point
for him to
in-
get to Callan.
Yeah, because there's no point in it
Yeah.
staying up there anymore.
Right, and I figure it's just easier if I just move it.
Right.
So that's the bonus action. And then I'm just gonna move just kind of circle around right here. Well, actually, no, I need to stay there for this to be active, so I'll stay there.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Lilia, you're up.
Okay, question, because I am not remembering. My spiritual weapon, when I use it as a bonus, does it take a spell slot again?
No, it's already up. The spell slot's to
Yeah,
cast it.
Yeah, once you casting it will take a spell slot, but then once it's up, it's up.
And then for it to hit, it doesn't take an extra spell slot, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Think of
So
it this way: the spell slot was used to summon it into being.
okay, so I'm guessing this is the casting it? Or did I do that right?
I don't think so.
Or do I hit the 4 to summon it?
No, you don't need to summon.
Because I hit cast, or do I hit the +4 to actually do it?
Well, does it have a bonus action option for your spiritual weapon
I do have it as an action.
with dice next to it?
I see
Or-
cast at the beginning of it, and then it's 60 feet,
Well,
+4, and then 1d8 +2 for
Let me
damage.
see. I'm trying to pull up your sheet real quick.
yeah, we'll just say it's you cast it and
Where I'm wanting it is here.
okay.
Action, bonus action, spiritual weapon.
How far away can you summon it?
60 feet.
60 feet? Okay. Anywhere within 60 feet.
And it gets an attack with the initial casting.
Okay. Then you rolled a 5 on the attack, which is not
Natural
going to hit.
1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so since I did that, I have my bonus can be my spiritual weapon.
Correct.
I'm going to before you do anything, Firedale, would it get advantage for flank?
No,
Okay.
it's a spell effect.
Okay. Well then go ahead. $11 hits.
For 3
You do
damage.
3 damage. Okay. 2. But it is force damage, so that's not halved. Right? Okay. It is still up.
So that's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then Luna. Yeah, I'm not going to move her, so I'm just going to do another bite attack, but she gets advantage because flanked, right?
Yes.
Nice.
22 definitely hits for 3 piercing damage. This thing is looking pretty rough at this point. But it is still up on its feet.
So in future, I can do a Sacred Flame and then an attack with the spiritual weapon, correct?
Yep. You could also do 2 attacks with the spiritual weapon.
As bonus?
One is an action, one is a bonus.
Yeah.
But, okay, so it would roll to hit, roll 2, attack as action, but then the bonus side is the same thing. I don't have to cast it again, though.
Right. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use a bonus action as your action. Yeah, you can choose to use a bonus action as an action, but you can't choose to use an action as a bonus action.
I'm going to apologize.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think that's true.
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I don't need to apologize. We're good.
What were you going to say?
If Lilia was actually flanking with another person and not the spiritual weapon itself, it would have had advantage because it's still her attack. But you can't flank with the spiritual weapon,
Gotcha.
so it's all good.
Okay. Cool.
I'm confused, but
Yeah,
okay.
We had talked about that last time, Saflin, that bonus actions, you can do 2 bonus actions in a turn. One using your action, one using your bonus.
I just remember from the spell garbage that it specified that you could do a bonus action if you haven't already used a bonus action on your turn, and that threw me off for a minute.
Gotcha.
You're correct in that you can use a bonus action as an action. That just threw me for a second.
Yep.
Can I test a thing for 1 second to see if it actually uses again?
Yeah.
Did it actually use my spell slot? No, it didn't. Okay.
No.
Okay.
You should have to mark it off manually, I believe.
Well, if it does cast and it has like a spell slot icon next to it, then it will mark it, but otherwise it won't.
Oh, okay.
What are we talking
'Cause
about?
I have
two
two-
bonus actions for?
My thing is, I have 2 places where it says spiritual weapon. One is in my actual level 2 spells, and then
Mhm.
the other is in my actions, and
Right.
it has a different thing altogether. But I was checking to see if my actual spells one, if I did the hit, if it used my slot again.
Yeah, it
Gotcha.
shouldn't have.
Yeah, it didn't. So yeah, I wanted to make sure. Okay, so
Okay.
now I know how to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
But Firedale, we were just saying that she could do 2 spiritual weapon attacks.
Because you can choose instead of doing an action and a bonus action to do a bonus action and then do a bonus action as an action. That's basically what Meteor was saying.
Gotcha.
All right.
Or if I
so,
wanted to do Sacred Flame and then Spiritual Weapon, I can. Yeah, I got it.
All right. So is that your turn,
Yes.
Lilia? All right. So next up is Callan. Callan is going to. What's his? Crossbow. Probably do. He'd probably ready a crossbow. Actually, no. That's piercing. Magic stone.
Is that
What is that
bludgeoning?
considered?
Then I just dropped a screenshot in the Discord chat so you could see what I meant.
Okay.
A bludgeoning. So either way, it makes no difference. So he'd choose the
Okay.
one with the more damage. So he's going to ready a crossbow shot. Or if this Scarecrow comes through. And then he's going to use his bonus action to have the cannon move 1 spot closer. And then it is going to launch a flamethrower strike, which is a dex save of 13. And their dex is +1. So it rolls a 10, which does not save. And Callan is going to do 2d8 fire damage to this thing.
I warn the corn to move out of the way or try to get themselves out of the fire if they can, and sway. It's up to you if they fail, because it's not on my turn. Corn doesn't have a dex save. They're gonna get singed.
Yeah. Roll for me a...
Just for flavor. Be like, look out!
Yeah. Roll for me a perception check to see if you... Or not,
See
sorry,
if I even notice.
Persuasion. Persuasion is
Oh,
what I
okay.
meant. I'm sorry. To see if you're able to tell them
Nope.
in time.
That's a nat one.
Okay. Well then, it does 22 damage to this Scarecrow, which is going to kill it.
I think the corn is also dead.
And it singes.
I think the corn's barbecued.
Yeah, I think we have grilled corn on a few of those stalks.
Yeah, so
Definitely grilled corn.
These 4 bits of corn are just screaming in agony in your ears.
I'm so sorry. Sorry,
Blech. I wish I had some sort of a
will not
water.
be in vain. We will nom on grilled corn after this.
And so those ones are on fire, and things around it will be at risk of catching on fire from it.
Oh, great.
More cooked corn?
Time to get out of the corn roast.
You start hearing a pop, 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 pop.
Will fresh corn actually pop?
I don't think it does.
No.
No, it just gets
just
grilled.
funny. Yeah.
Like, have you ever cooked corn on a grill? It's kind of a similar result.
Yeah, right. It's too wet. You need the dried out corn for popcorn.
Yeah, there's moisture in it.
All right, so that is going to be Callan's turn. So Curio, your turn is... or do you get a...
No, because he's frightened and paralyzed.
Yep. I get my turn, but I can't do anything.
Yep. I was just checking to see if you could roll anything to try and get...
I am catch you.
Terrifying Glare does not have a save on the player's turn, unfortunately.
I am a cat statue.
He'll just blink.
Which is really going to suck.
I mean, you can say something. You just can't do anything. Can't?
Nope.
Is paralyzed.
Basically catatonic. Basically catatonic.
Okay.
Hey, I'm a catatonic cat.
Yeah, can't move.
I am a standard statue.
He'll just literally blink.
Okay.
All right.
Also automatically fails strength and dexterity saving throws, so don't light things on fire in your Curio when he's paralyzed.
All right, so next up, we have the Scarecrow that you all are surrounding, which is going to take its turn and flee.
Yep.
So
double movement.
Okay, so the people it moves from first, so you pick the order of who gets to attack when.
Yeah, it is going to move this way.
Okay, so I think it would probably
Luna,
be
Lilia, Saflin all get a chance.
Yeah.
San, he's still in your range, so you can't attack him yet.
Yeah.
So which one of us do you want to roll first?
So Luna, Lilia, or Saflin?
Let's do Luna, then Lilia, then Saflin.
Okay.
Okay, so that would
She's moving away from that direction.
Bite, and she's flanked, right? So advanced or no?
Yes, she would be flanked at the time. So
for Luna,
advantage.
So advantage. Well, that hits.
That hits, doing 2 damage.
Yeah.
It is still up. So Lilia, you get an attack.
So
not advantage.
Here. I'll do that, and that doesn't hit.
6 does not hit.
Spiritual weapon doesn't.
No, you can't use. Yeah, you can't use spiritual weapon for it. You'd have to do your own.
But my weapon is out, and it was standing right in front of it.
Spiritual weapon is a spell effect. It is not a weapon.
Attacks of opportunities have to be melee physical attacks unless you have a
Yep.
feat that lets you do a spell attack.
And it's from you.
Okay, so this then.
Your
Which-
weapon's not
Which-
sentient
that
enough to take
hits.
an opportunity.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. Were you doing one-handed or two?
One.
Well, okay.
Because I have my shield in the other hand. It's
Got it.
And it's
equipped.
5 physical. Or
5 physical?
Psychic,
No,
psychic.
thank you. It's
Yeah, sorry.
psychic.
Yeah. No, I sorry. I knew it was psychic. But
I did too. I don't know why I said physical.
I'm like,
Because it starts with
this
a P.
is not bludgeoning.
so you bring your staff.
My
of the
staff
mind
has been
down,
out, so yeah.
and because it does psychic damage, it kind of just goes through it, like almost like ghostly, and it just stops, like gets this like weird expression on its face, and then collapses into a pile of straw.
Okay, so I don't need to take one. Cool.
So that one is now dead.
I feared it with my psychic damage.
All right, so San, it is now your turn.
What about Sephi?
It's
I
dead.
don't have anything to react against. It's,
Yeah,
It
but
it's
moved away
dead.
from you.
It died before
It's
it got.
dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
it died
never mind.
before it came to me in the order to attack it.
What are you gonna do? Kill it in its afterlife?
I mean, I could.
Technically.
If it's technically unconscious, I could just crit hit it right now. But
Yeah, that's something I'm not looking forward to here in 2 rounds.
All right.
well,
Wait.
I can help in a minute. I saved my second level
Whoa.
spell. I
It
can
doesn't
silvery
hit
barbs because I did an
for
opportunity
the-
attack.
Nope, it does. Mora does
It's
hit.
going to be an auto crit, however, on Curio.
Yeah, you did. You
She
rolled
rolled
a
it
20.
twice. Yeah.
Yeah,
So 20 hits.
It does hit. Yep, and does 5 damage.
And it needs to make the strength saving throw.
Correct. Good call. All right, that's a +0.
It
And
fails.
it is knocked prone. Prone is down. Where's prone? Prone's there. Okay.
Yay, I took out a Scarecrow.
And so that was Moro's turn. San, are you doing anything for yourself? You're not doing anything. Okay. Then Aurora, it is your turn.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna move down here to this friend,
All right.
and I'm gonna use my flamey sword at this fella.
That's good. Roll your to hit.
Dude, how many more times can you do that?
I don't know.
He'd only used it once prior to the session. I
Yeah,
think.
Right.
That was his second.
This
This
is-
would be
He's
his
used-
third time using it.
Yeah.
16.
16 definitely hits. Let's see how
Question.
much damage you do.
Question. Does one of you
Mhm.
guys have something sound going on in the background? I'm hearing voices in the background when somebody is active.
Not me.
Not me.
That's weird.
Couldn't be me.
Yeah, because I'm hearing people
Okay.
talking in the background when one of you guys are active.
It might be.
Mm, yeah. Well, hold on. Let me check some things here. But
I haven't
okay.
noticed anything.
Anyways,
Yeah, I haven't noticed anything either.
I'm
Anyways, let
barely
me roll
hearing,
my-
but okay.
oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it either.
All right, so 4. And
Ooh, that fire
8.
damage.
So yeah, it's basically 12.
Okay.
Also on fire.
So you did 12 damage total to it, and it needs to do a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, which it gets a 19, so it is not on fire.
Okay.
I have
So
a question.
you
You do still have your. Never mind. Don't worry about it. What were you saying?
If Morrow was here, would he get advantage?
Yes, but
Flanking.
he hit regardless. So
He would have also had advantage regardless,
Okay.
because it's prone.
Yep.
Okay, we'll just ask him.
Oh, see if it
Um,
crits. See if it crits. Roll another 20.
Roll one more time and see if you get a crit.
Just roll.
Roll,
D20.
and also if you still have your bardic inspiration, which you do, and it's spell damage at all, if any of it's spell damage, which is the fire damage spell damage,
Yes,
then you could increase the spell damage by the bardic die.
that's true.
Or fire damage.
All right, so roll it to hit one more time, Aurora.
Oh. For
Just to see if you get a crit.
Yeah, always a chance for a crit.
Since you had advantage.
oh, okay.
It's
Nope.
not a nat.
Very
20.
close.
Nope.
All right, so you can choose to use your bardic
Your
inspiration to
1d6.
increase
Yep.
the fire damage if you want.
You could roll your bardic inspiration 1d6 to add
Sure.
it to the fire damage.
I will do that.
All right, so roll a d6.
Yeah.
6. Oh, so that's an extra 12 damage.
Good call.
All right, and now
Alright.
your bardic inspiration is done, so you can get rid of your little star icon.
Okay.
That was worth it.
I'll get rid
Yeah.
of it for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Yep.
All that
All
fire
right.
damage.
I have magical inspiration. We need to use it.
Yeah,
May as well.
that's one thing that D&D people always forget about is the inspiration they have. All right, so anything else you want to do?
Nope.
That was your action.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm good.
Well, then it is the
This is
Scarecrow's
going to
turn.
hurt.
And Firedale, you know it's coming.
Is it okay? I'm going to tell you this. Make
Uh-huh.
it stand up first.
Yep. It is going to stand up.
Because if
Yeah,
it's on the
because
ground,
meteor
it would
would.
avoid the
Prone.
disadvantage.
Yep.
So now it has advantage against me. Has to hit.
I can silvery barbs it because I did not opportunity attack. If
Correct.
needed.
Correct.
Because
Alright,
if
so-
this hits Curio,
It's
it's
just
an
going to be a
auto.
crit.
It's auto crit damage.
All right, so this is a +3. So
It
20.
definitely hits.
Advantage. Silvery barbs.
Oh yeah, it is advantage, isn't it?
Yeah,
So-
it's advantage against him.
Yep. So 20.
I am making him re-roll that. I'm spending my last second level.
All right, so he is re-rolling the 17.
Well, you'd re-roll them both. You re-roll
Yeah,
the
you'd
roll.
re-roll the
re-roll
entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
12.
So
That
12
nailed it.
does
luckily
not
misses.
hit.
Whew, okay.
All right.
Worth it. Worth it.
Now he is
But-
going to use his second attack.
At
Yep.
least you don't have to take 2 attacks.
So 20.
That one hits.
All right.
And it's a
So
crit, so it doubles the dice.
Yes, so at least you're
4d4
only
plus
taking
1.
crit damage once rather than twice.
So this is +1 for 11 damage of slashing. You rolled pretty bad there.
I took it.
All right. So good job deflecting that first damage.
Yeah, I'd rather he only take crit damage once rather than twice.
Right.
Yeah.
That seemed real bad. And I'm gonna grant the advantage from Silvery Barbs to. Let's give it to, let's see, somebody who has a chance to go before it dies entirely. Let's give it to Kirio. Why not? He just took a lot of hits.
Okay.
And was that the one that attacked Kirio before with the glare?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
So the glare is gone now? The fear is gone?
I'm debating if he's gonna move at all.
He stood up.
Yeah, he stood up. He still has some movement, but he used half of it.
He still has 15 more feet of movement that he could do.
Yeah.
So I think he is going to move that way, which is going to give Moro an opportunity attack.
And yeah, if he moves out of it entirely. He's still adjacent right now.
Moro gets the opportunity attack.
Moro's still adjacent on my screen. He's at a corner.
Not on
Maybe
mine.
my screen didn't update.
He's two
He's under the
squares to left of Moro.
squiggles right now
Yeah, he's under
on
the
me.
squiggles.
Okay, my screen looks different than yours again. That's why.
How weird.
So
I see Aurora here, Curio
13
here,
hits
and Moro here.
and does
Moro's here.
7 piercing damage.
Yeah, I just looked over at Meteor's stream and I'm like,
Make a
that is not where
strength check,
Moro is on
Meteor.
mine.
Which 7 damage is just enough to kill this thing.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
So Moro, how do you want to do it?
Woo.
Doesn't it need to do a strength check?
It's dead.
It's
Oh.
dying.
The strength check is to see if it's effectively grappled in the bite after, but it's dead.
See if it's knocked prone.
Yeah.
It's going to fall prone anyway.
So the Scarecrow does its damage to Curio, but it knows it's going to die if it doesn't get away. So it takes a chance and tries to flee, turns around. Moro takes the chance, jumps on it, and rips it in half.
Like a
And then
chinwag.
rips
Takes
the
its
head.
and rips it off as well.
We have
And-
not seen the whole map, so there could still be 2 more in the other rows.
That ends combat.
As far
Hey,
as we can
Callan.
see, yes.
Proper stick.
Yes, chew
and
toy.
Also, if Moro hadn't done it, Callan would have gotten his chance to attack.
And then Aurora would have after if it kept moving.
Yep.
I had to refresh, and then they were in the right spot, so I don't know why Roll20 was doing that again.
It's really weird.
All right.
I don't know.
So, good job, guys.
There's not more scarecrows?
Not that we can see.
So see, you shouldn't
Moro
have
runs
nightmares
at
since we
Callan
defeated
and nips
them.
his hand. Ow! What'd you do that for? He kind of drops his crossbow, which he was holding out.
I think she's trying to show you her new prized weapon, the stick. So now that we're done
Trying
the
to introduce stick to Scarecrow stick.
Check
yes,
Moro drags Callan's new chew toy.
the dead guy.
Yep. See if there's anything to be found on his person. Any identifiers.
Yeah, so you can check the dead guy, you can check the scarecrows, and you can go back to the house and try and loot it more thoroughly because you just did a run through before. San does a investigation of the dead body with a 20.
Why would we loot the house?
I wanted to
empty now.
check the body because I'm the one who investigated it
Yeah,
to
'cause we-
begin with.
Who's that? San? Who
I
said that?
I did. I was
That
saying
was
because I
Nene.
was the one who medicine
Nene,
checked
okay.
him. I wanted to investigate him, but
But
Okay.
Son beat us to the punch because Son is the rogue and wants to loot everything. That's just how rogues work.
yeah, and I don't roll
Alright,
good
well-
anyway, so
My
Lillian, you find nothing.
investigation was something different.
All right. So, Son, with your investigation, he's in armor wear, so there's not much on him. But one thing you do notice is that he's wearing an eye patch. So you can take the eye patch if you'd like. All right.
can I
What's
roll
beneath the
again
eye
to
patch?
try and investigate the scarecrows?
Yeah. And before we do, you can roll that, but before we get to that, Zaphlin, what were you investigating?
I wanted to investigate the area around the scorched corn and just kind of make sure that they were okay.
Okay.
And I
So-
would kind of be speaking to the plants and asking if it was okay if I picked up the charred corn and took it.
All right, so there is still some bits of flame there that are threatening the corn around it.
Can I extinguish those? Or
Yes.
try to?
Yep. So you roll me a.
She has water.
I do have water. I have a flask.
Okay. All right, yeah, you can use water then.
Yeah, I'll use my flask.
Yeah, if you were trying to like stomp it out.
No. I don't
Okay.
want to hurt the corn. I can hear it.
Okay.
Son is jumping and looking around just in case.
All right, so you use the water. The 4 corns that were on fire are not talking anymore. They're pretty much dead. But the ones around it are fine, and they thank you for your help in keeping them from catching fire. Son's gonna jump up and look around just in case. With an 8 perception, you kind of trip when you jump and you don't get a good look at anything.
Did the corn answer me as to if it was okay if I collected the scorched ears of corn and took them with me?
They say you can.
I didn't want to make them angry.
Right. Yeah, they don't have any problem with that. That's their purpose in life, is to be eaten.
They would only be angry until you were 30 feet away.
True.
Still.
So Lilia, you rolled investigation for
Scarecrow.
Scarecrow. Which Scarecrow are you?
Let's say the one that attacked me.
I think there's one here.
Welcome, Raiders. Thank you.
Here and there.
We'll do the one that attacked
Thank
me.
you, B-Top. I'm glad.
All right. So that one, there is a lot of straw there.
Anything
but
else?
Not much else to find. Actually, give me 1 second.
There were 4, right?
Yes.
Yep.
There we go. Roll a d12 to see what you find on that one. 8.
Trail mix for later, Seffi.
Yes. Snack. I got 7 grilled ears of
All right.
corn or scorched ears of corn.
So you get a you basically get the shirt it was wearing. Ratty old red and black plaid shirt.
Is there any point in keeping the shirt? It's probably scorched to hell.
The one you
no.
found is
That
not
looks true.
scorched.
Thank you for the raid too.
Okay then.
Because you were investigating this one over here, you said, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that one did not catch fire. Okay. Anyone else investigating the other 3? San rolled investigation. I assume on this one. All right, so you just find straw.
I was gonna say investigating, not my strength. So.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Hey, well, that didn't
Investigation
do
of
right.
4 scarecrows.
That didn't do right.
I take 10 minutes. Yeah. So, yeah, if you guys are taking time to investigate these, so most of them, okay, I want you guys to decide who is investigating this one.
Son.
Okay. So with that one, you're taking 10 minutes to investigate thoroughly. It's dead of night.
But she can see.
Yes, she can see because you have dark vision. So you're searching through this one.
The initial one that
and
attacked.
As you're poking through the straw, something moves.
Oh no.
You ready your dagger. Okay. So, out from underneath the hay, you see like something starts trying to come up out of it. And it is a tiny scarecrow.
How
which
tiny?
Which looks very cute.
It might not be bad.
Yes,
There's a
and already
chance.
stab.
It's like that. Like, think of it like a kitten that's trying to be ferocious.
Meteor,
Okay.
how tiny would it be able to get through the bars of the cage that I have?
It fits in the palm of your hand.
So, yep, cage is not going to do anything.
Could put it in a satchel. We have sacks.
It's just a cute evil construct.
And it kind of like starts slowly running towards you, San. But then it like trips and flips up on top of its head.
Why did I just get the thought of that, Friday, that mummy TV show that you made me watch?
Uh-huh.
How to keep a mummy.
How to keep a mummy. Why did I just get the thought of that?
If it was Mikun, I would be so happy, but it's not Mikun, I don't think.
It's on gonna have a pet scarecrow now.
It's Strawcoon.
And then it gets up and it runs over to you and it like starts like trying to hit you, but it's doing absolutely nothing to you. And it's like, ah!
The real question is, does it have a death stare?
That's a good point.
Does it have
I'm
a
gonna
death
pick
stare?
It
Probably
like,
would have
starts
used it.
glaring at you, and you just find it incredibly cute.
I'm just gonna pick it up and poke it.
You're gonna what?
Pick it up and poke it.
Like,
Poke it?
Mm.
It just gives a little.
Does it talk?
I want to walk up and I want to lightly poke at it too.
It doesn't seem. You like try and get it to like talk or something, and it doesn't seem to be able to speak any words.
Mara's probably gonna come over and sniff at it.
It's not a scarecrow; it's an Adora crow.
Can I
No, it's
can I kind of
Strawcoon.
offer it one of the scorched ears of corn? I want to see what it
Okay.
does.
So you offer it like one of the scorched ears of corn, and it's like if you stand the corn on its end, it's probably
3 times as tall.
taller than it.
Okay.
So you hand it to it, and it like tries to grab it, but then it just like falls over, and it's on top of it. Now the corn is on top of it. It's like underneath of it. It's like
With its arms like
the dragon
waving.
with the hoard of the one single gold coin, but it's a scarecrow and corn.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna put the corn up in the scarecrow and feed the scarecrow.
I would
So-
I guess we're
break
keeping
off
it?
a kernel and try to hand that to him.
Yeah, I guess we're keeping it.
all right. So you try and hand it a kernel, and it has a mouth, but it's
It's like Mikun.
like
Can't
not.
swallow things.
Yeah, it can't really swallow things.
Doesn't go anywhere.
Right. So
He wants
it kind of like puts it to its mouth and like tries to do something, but like it can't do anything with it.
It's just a giant teething toy. That's all it is.
Caustic over. Like, Callan, come here.
What? Oh
I'm
my
gonna
god,
put-
it's so cute!
I'm gonna grab Callan's wrist and put his finger on.
Oh my god.
Ah, wait, it's not even slimy.
Uh-huh.
It's just like trying to nom on his finger. He's like, oh, it's so cute.
Now you're officially
Although that-
thick.
Its mouth is pokey. It's made of straw.
All right. Well, if he can't eat the corn, I'll go ahead and pack it back away.
Okay.
So now we have a Strawcoon.
We have Strawcoon.
One day it will grow up and kill us all, but for now,
You can say that about all pets, though.
Hmm.
Okay. We
Is
need
there
somewhere
any?
So yes, you now have this tiny little scarecrow, which it is a construct, which means it doesn't need to breathe, eat, drink, anything.
Means we can absolutely store it in a sack in the bag of holding. It'll be fine.
Yep.
But raccoon.
Put him on your shoulder.
Putting my raccoon in a sack.
Put him
I'll
on
put
your
him-
shoulder.
I'll put him in the pocket that's on my coat.
Just make sure he doesn't fall out.
Anybody got a pin? Stick a pin through the coat and him. Pin him in place.
That just
Gonna kill
sounds
him.
gruesome.
I feel like that would hurt him.
Yeah, he's resistant.
I feel like it's but he's also a baby. I feel like it'd be better to just put him
Okay, I'll tuck him
Like-
into my t-shirt.
tie him off somewhere.
I was gonna say
to count
something,
head.
but I am not going to say something.
We
Yeah,
have
just
we have
put him on
rope.
top.
You could make him a
He's
little sling or
Tiny
something.
though.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying you could tie him like a bag. You know?
I thought Nene was on about if you fell down the top. I think that's what she was on about. I'm not sure.
Nope, not quite.
Okay.
So you could tie some rope around his waist and wear him like a necklace or a bag.
Mm,
Firebutt just asked me what I was gonna say. If he wants to repeat it, go ahead. But I'm not saying it. Oh, what did he do?
Oh, it's a picture. It's a cute picture.
I can't see it.
Posted
Oh.
it in the group too.
I can't even post it in the thing.
It's in the
Oh,
Discord.
that's cute.
Oh,
We have a picture of Storkin. Actually, I agree
There you
with
go. For the chat, this is what he.
Yeah, it's also linked in the chat, so they can see it.
I can't open it when I.
Well, anyone who's watching the VOD can't.
That's fair.
Okay, in that case, if he looks like that, I'll tie a bit of rope around the top of the head and then tie it around my neck.
So you're gonna wear him
He-
like a keychain?
He
Pretty much.
does have arms and legs and a body. He's not just a head.
Oh, okay.
So he's not a stick.
Right.
Yeah, he actually has legs. That was something that Meteor said before. They're not hopping around on sticks.
Or walking, which is
So
why the
pretty much-
difficult terrain works.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. And I believe we said that they like actually drag their feet when they walk.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to see if I could find a Mikun picture made.
Mikun's
Yeah,
a
okay, so
mummy,
we're good
so.
there.
It is.
I know, but
So it is middle of the night at this
we need to
point.
decide what we're doing.
Shouldn't we investigate the rest
have-
of the property?
Well, I'm exhausted. I don't know about the rest of you.
We
Well,
can
as
go back
far
to
as
the
we
house and
know,
board
it was
up.
only the two people.
Mhm.
So
We can go back to the house and board it up.
Or
So you
should we
have this-
bury the
this
dead
body
people?
here.
We can do it in the morning.
Can I ask the corn nearest to me? Because Chica plants
Mhm.
would still be up at this point.
Yeah.
If this was about the normal amount of scarecrows that usually came through, or if there were usually more that came later.
So when you ask them that, they respond with, "I think you got them all.
Okay. The corn
All
says
the
we're
ones-
probably clear.
Those were all the ones we knew about."
They don't know about any other ones, so it doesn't sound like more should be coming.
Still doesn't exactly feel safe here. For me.
Luffy? Raccoon? Oh, you're
Gonna
naming
name
it
him
Luffy?
Luffy. There you go.
There you go. Yes, they did win, Need a User.
Only
And they-
4 corns of stock died in the process. 4 stalks of corn.
Hey, that's pretty good. All right,
Yep,
so
we
you
cannot
guys are in
say
the
no
middle of the
corn was
field.
harmed in the making
You
of
got a
this battle.
body of the farmer, and you have out here you have his wife's body in the house. So what are you guys gonna do?
Can we at least bring his body out of the cornfield so we can bury it after?
Yes, I would like to give both of them proper burials.
Okay.
And needy user, corn that's not dried out does not pop.
Yeah, the farm head's name is Tafgar.
Wait, his name was, he was the person we were looking for.
So needy user, I did joke that it popped like popcorn, but in reality it would not have.
You ever had grilled corn, needy user?
It would be the same thing as grilling corn on a barbecue.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same.
Yep.
There's too much moisture in it. It won't pop.
Right.
Then you
It's still
dry it.
delicious in that form, however.
Magic fire.
Actually, it was cannon fire. So is that still considered magical?
The cannon's magical.
Okay.
Still fired.
Yeah, I think it'd be normal fire because
Yep.
it's a creation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a construct.
Also, Pika, who are you calling Oreo?
Aurora? Maybe?
Oreo carry the body. Yeah, Aurora carry the body.
I've been calling him Oreo for ages.
All right, so Aurora grabs the body and drags
Back
it
to
out.
the house.
Callan grabs the feet and tries to help, but is doing a very bad job at it because he's weak as heck. And you guys drag him back to the house. You kind of lay him out in front of the porch because you don't want to drag him inside.
Is there a nice tree or anything nearby, like a shady area?
Yeah, you could find one. Yeah,
I would probably want to try to bury them there in the shade.
yeah.
Are we doing
there's
that
a
now
tree
or
at the corner
later?
of the house that you can put him there for now.
I feel like the sooner the better if we're not planning to bring them back to life, which we don't have the means to do. Bodies decompose when exposed to air.
Because
They
I said
also
I'd like to bury
call,
them, and San Pika said in the morning.
If we're going
Saplin-
to wait until tomorrow, we need to put them inside.
I would not want to wait, personally.
Saplin would not want to wait either. Saplin would be like, y'all sleep if y'all need to. I would like to sleep, but I can't sleep until this is dealt with.
Right, so Don has Luffy. So you guys take some time and bury the bodies outside.
You take first rest then, son. And we'll bury them while you're resting.
All right.
A few people should be able to handle that over the course of a few hours.
So you guys start burying the Tafgar, and
So he was the guy we were looking for.
Yes.
So there goes our wellness check.
Well, I mean, we
That's
did
what we
the
were here
check.
for,
I know.
was to see. Yeah, we
But
just
he's
had to
not
check
well.
on him.
Payment
He's
was
not
not
well.
contingent on
He's
them
not
being
alive.
okay.
No,
it
I
was
know.
contingent on having an update.
No, I know,
We
but
did
I
the
meant,
check and found they're not well. Yeah.
yeah.
So and then while you guys are burying him, you go and get the wife.
Bury her beside him.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'll have Luna be digging the
Did
hole.
you guys want to loot her body before burying her?
I feel like somebody already looked over her body at that point because not everybody ran out immediately, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think they like looted it.
Why are we going to loot the people that we're here to check on?
Well, he was already looted.
Because Son is a rogue and loots everything.
That's true.
All right, so no one's looting her.
Son said she didn't get a chance.
Okay.
Son's going to loot the house once she's awake, though.
Okay. So no one loots her, and you guys bury them under the tree.
I guess
And
try
it
our
is getting
best.
very late. If you guys want your rest, you would need to do it soon.
Yeah, I would rest pretty much immediately once they're buried properly.
Okay.
Okay.
So are you resting outside? Are you going into the house?
Mm.
Where
I
are
would
you
probably go into the house where Son is.
Okay. So you go into the house, lock the door. I don't know if you barricaded it or not, but
That or
you at least lock it.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And you guys all find a spot, preferably not one that's covered in blood from.
Is there a
Right.
way that we
Preferably.
could try to clean it up a little bit?
Don't think any of us have prestidigitation, so we'd probably have to take more time to physically do
Yeah,
it.
it would take a bit of time to clean it up.
We would lose
Okay.
our sleep.
Yep.
Okay.
Cleaning blood out of wood and dirt is rough.
Yeah,
Okay.
bad.
And carpet.
Oh, they
Okay.
have carpet. They were rich farmers.
Not like a whole carpeted area, like a
An
rug.
area rug is what he's saying. So
Yeah.
So
Yeah, at
long
that
rest.
point, if you get blood on an area rug, you just throw that thing out.
Yep.
Yep. There's no rug
So
cleaners.
you guys go to sleep.
Long rest.
We have to complete it first.
Yep.
I
think
was asking
Son
if it
would've
was a
likely-
long rest or a short.
Yes, it will be a long rest. Callan, nope, he's used all of his. Okay. So
I think most people
Callan
did
takes first
today.
watch. Yep. And then yeah, you guys can all take your long rest now.
I've done it.
Yay!
Woo!
It's a good time to end it.
All right.
Long
Okay,
rest.
question. Why when I long rest does Luna's health not fix?
You probably have to long rest her as well, or just manually reset her health.
Yeah, 'cause
Okay, and
you
I
aren't-
need
You aren't
to
Luna.
Yeah.
roll for staff recharge.
Might be a long rest, but can any of us really rest here?
All right.
Yep.
If you guys want to attempt to loot the house real quick, you can.
I'd
I'll
like
let you do
to-
just straight rolls for the whole house.
Yes, she rolled a 20 earlier.
My rolls are
alright, Son,
shit
yeah,
today.
you got the 20. I'll
Okay.
roll for Callan's investigation, which is +5.
Rolling to see how many charges you get back. Fire.
Callan
Yes,
does
which I've
crappy.
done now.
Aurora, do you want to roll for looting the house?
Yes. What do I roll?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that too. I was just taking care of my staff
actually,
maintenance
Callan-
at dawn.
Callan has advantage on his.
Why?
And gets a 20. Because of the item he got.
Aurora, do you have to roll for prayer bead restoration, or is it automatic?
Callan has the eyes of my
Prayer
new
beats all
being,
come back.
which gives
Okay,
him advantage
so it's
on
automatic?
investigation.
Yeah, it comes back but it comes
I
back
couldn't
after,
hear
like, once a
anything,
day.
Meteor.
I was just trying to figure out if you needed to reset it in your inventory or not.
I was saying Callan has the eyes of minute
Nope.
seeing, which gives him an advantage on investigation checks.
Okay. Yeah, everybody talking over each other makes it kind of hard to hear sometimes.
Yep. All right.
Sorry.
So Callan gets a 20, and San gets a 20. Aurora is the next best with a 12. All right. So, San, your first stop is the bedrooms, where you find a jewelry box. And in the jewelry box is a bunch of costume jewelry. It all looks like it's fairly cheap stuff, like maybe 2 silver a piece at most. But it's really cheap stuff. There's nothing fancy here. Alan, with his 20, he's searching the kitchen. And in the kitchen, he is going to find a spice pouch.
No, looting the dead's house. Need a user.
I feel like taking jewelry people are likely to recognize and wearing it is bad. These are like very standard.
It's costume jewelry though, so it shouldn't
standard
be
jewelry.
noticeable.
Okay, so none of it's
It's like a
stuff that would look out of place.
mass-produced.
Okay, that was what I was trying to figure out.
If it's
Yeah,
costume jewelry, it's probably mass-produced.
Probably the most extravagant piece in there is a ring with what looks like a diamond, but it's actually just glass.
Yeah, I would put it in the disguise kit.
Yep. And so Callan finds a spice pouch. And that is actually a magical spice pouch.
Ooh.
So you can give that to whoever wants it.
Probably the person who wants to do chef.
I need a user. I'm of that for this one too. It's like, we hear there was a farm that was robbed recently. Where did you get that jewelry?
Right, that was my thought. Is I'm like, I feel like this is bad.
If it's costume
Well,
though and
shit.
worth maybe 2 silver, is that really that important?
If
Right.
we're doing a
Over here.
wellness check and we rob them blind because they're dead, I feel like we're not going to be asked to do wellness checks again.
Well, there were bandits down the road.
And a very angry guy
I'm
with a
neutral.
cart.
I'm not good.
All right.
We'll just say my thought was looking for anything that could be used for healing, but I didn't roll well.
All right, so whoever wants the spice pouch, it is Heward's handy spice pouch, what it's called.
Okay. I would like to be making breakfast while
Okay.
they're doing this.
Well, then why don't you add that to yours?
Okay.
So what this does is the belt pouch appears empty and has 10 charges. While holding the pouch, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. Speak the name of any non-magical food seasoning, such as salt, pepper, saffron, cilantro, and remove a pinch of the desired seasoning from the pouch. A pinch is enough to season a single meal, and the pouch regains 1d6 plus 4 expended charges daily at dawn.
Huh. Interesting.
Good for the
Yep.
person who said she might take chef.
Yay.
So you now have seasoning.
It's a nearly
Hooray!
seasoning pouch.
Right.
So now we have seasoned scorched corn for breakfast.
All right, so you guys make your breakfast. There's nothing else really of note in the house. Just the costume jewelry and
There's no
pouch.
gauze and bandages and crap like that.
So, Son, while you're eating your breakfast, you remember that you got an eye patch from Tafgar, and you're just kind of messing around with it. You put it on, and you notice something happen. Your sunlight sensitivity seems to have gone away. So this is the Knave's eye patch. You will have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight. If you have the sunlight sensitivity trait, you are unaffected by the trait. And you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts or determine whether you are lying.
It's right up a rogue's alley.
Yeah, creatures can communicate telepathically with you only if you allow
Knave's
it.
eye patch.
Yeah, Knave's eye patch. Knave. Or you can just search eye patch. All right. But that is where we will go ahead and end it for the day. That was a great combat. You guys got some decent items from it. and the little Scarecrow buddy, Luffy.
I thought it was a pretty
Luffy
scary
shopping.
combat.
Yeah.
So, do I have advantage or disadvantage on perception? I have both.
So
I think you now no longer have disadvantage in sunlight.
yeah, so your sunlight sensitivity is now gone.
So you'd be
So
normal,
So you still get advantage in darkness, I think.
but normal in sunlight.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
so it removes your sunlight
Okay.
sensitivity, so you no longer have disadvantage during the day,
Only
And
if you're
gives
wearing it,
advantage
though,
to
right?
Perception.
and then it gives advantage to perception, so you now have advantage on perception instead of disadvantage
Okay, because
At all
on my
times.
screen it's
at all
showing
times.
both of them.
Yep.
But only when wearing it. Yeah, right.
You do have this is an attunement item,
Hmm.
so you will need to attune to this.
Yep,
Yeah,
attune
I
it and
clicked
equip
the
it.
attune button. And I can communicate telepathically with
No.
creatures.
No,
It-
you
it
are blocked
blocks-
from receiving telepathic communications unless you allow them.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I can still talk tomorrow.
Other creatures cannot read your thoughts or determine whether you are lying magically.
Hmm.
And they can only communicate with you telepathically if you allow it.
Okay, I'll have to allow more. More.
Mm-hmm. And Callan, you can communicate telepathically.
And Cowan. And probably.
And me
Mhm.
because I have message.
And
You could just allow the whole party, even if
Just allow the party, yeah, it's safer
Yeah.
that way.
Yep.
I'll do that.
All right. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next time when we will leave the farm and continue on our journey. I hope you all enjoyed.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So happy I have